Maybe you're stuck in business, maybe you're stuck in life, but you feel like you're on just this nasty cycle where you can't get over this dreaded brick wall. You're just stuck where you are. You're stuck and you just can't get unstuck. And you've tried everything, you've done whatever, anything that you can to get over that brick wall and become unstuck, but everything's not working and you're becoming unmotivated, you're becoming depressed, and all of these horrible things because you can't get over this wall. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to get unstuck. I'm going to show you how to get over that wall so you can change your life forever, just like me. I've been there, guys. Like I've seen everything. I have lost my mother. I have seen my dad try to off himself. I have lost Division I scholarships. I have had multiple surgeries and injuries. I have lost businesses, and I've ended up scaling two, not one, two six-figure businesses before the age of 24, guys. So I've been in the lowest of the lows and I've been stuck and I've been where you guys are and I've gotten to where I want to go. And even now I feel some kind of stuck and I'm constantly leveling up. All right. But I'm going to show you guys how I got unstuck. All right. So this is more of a rawer form. This is not scripted crap. Like I just want to break it down for you guys and get real with you. All right. Look, like I get it. I get it. You're somewhere where you just feel like this is you, right? You're sad. You're unhappy, right? Where you're just stuck in this vortex of just constant bad things, right? Like you're doing things that you don't like maybe you're drinking a lot, like you're drinking, maybe you're waking up late, right? Like you're not making no money, like, and you're just stuck like over and over and over and over and over and over and over, right? And look, guys, there's one reason why that is, and I'll get into that in a second, okay? But you feel like you can't get out of this. And why this is, guys, is because you don't know how. You don't know how to get out of it, right? You're trying to figure out everything on your own, which I get because, as humans, like we want to, I'm a problem solver. I love solving problems. I don't really like help. I have an ego. I have a big ego. I don't like people telling me how to solve things. I want to figure it out on my own because I think I'm smart enough to do so. But that is an ego, guys. And your ego is what's holding you back right now. All right. Your ego. And I know that's hard for you to hear, right? A lot of you probably stopped watching this video. If you're still watching it, congrats, you haven't gotten offended by me telling you you have an ego. I have an ego. I'm vain enough to admit that I have one. And you have one too, and you need to own up to that because that's why you're stuck here, right? And your ego is preventing you from figuring out how to get unstuck. Okay? It's not a thing of like you're just unlucky or life isn't going your way. Like if you think like that, like I'm sorry, like you're gonna be in this cycle forever. Like, you're gonna be a victim forever. Like we all know those people are like, oh, and this used to be me too. Like, oh, of course this happens to me. Like, life just hates me. God just hates me. Like all this BS, right? Like that's a victim mentality, and that's what's keeping you stuck in this. All right, and your ego is what's keeping you in this. All right. And what's going to get you out of that is knowledge. Okay. Knowledge is what's going to get you out of it. Okay. You actually knowing how to get over this hump. And how do you find that out? You go to people that have dealt with this and you pay them to figure out how to get over it. Okay. Anytime I was ever stuck in my business, because guys, again, like I said, I have an ego and I think I can figure out everything on myself. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just going to look up a bunch of YouTube videos and figure all of this stuff out on my own. And eventually I'll figure it out. Right. And I did that for months and months and months and months. And stuff stopped working. Didn't work. Or maybe it worked a little bit, but then it went back to normal. And I just got caught back in this cycle. And every single time I invested into somebody to help me, into a mentor to help me get over the wall I was facing, I always prospered. Always. Because what happens, guys, is instead of putting all the responsibility onto you, right? Now you're going, okay, this person's going to get me over this. I'm investing this person to help me, right? So now I'm kind of almost like it's like a weird like transferring of responsibility to now I'm like free. Now I can be like, oh yeah, like now I'm gonna get out of this because this guy's gonna help me. right? And that what allowed me to get over this, right? So then you stop cutting out, waking up, right? Because I'm right away, like mentors, they told me, like, dude, you're waking up at 9 o'clock. Are you kidding me? Your competition's starting at 5:30 in the morning. I said, okay, I got to start doing that. So I stopped doing that. Dude, you're going out and getting drunk every single weekend and being hungover for 3 days? You kidding me? Nobody's doing that at the next level. I was like, okay, all right, cool. I had no money, but what they did is they just gave me a payment plan. I got in. So, and they, in business, when you have a business mentor, they teach you how to change your business so you can start making more money. Why do you start a business? To make more money. They help you grow your business so you make more money. So then that's not that problem. And then eventually I just totally broke out of this nasty little cycle here and I'm free. I'm free. And now I'm able to go over unstuck, all because I was willing to invest. But what's holding you guys back is your ego. Like it's your ego. It's you holding you back. There's nobody else holding you back but yourself. All of these BS excuses that you guys are giving is your ego because you don't want to admit that it's your fault. You're at fault here. There's no like once you guys start accepting that you are in the position that you are in because of yourself and nobody else, you will start seeing gains in your life, right? Like I used to be, dude, I lost my mother. I had multiple surgery in high school. I lost a divisional scholarship. I was smoking a ton of weed, drinking a lot of alcohol. I lost my father. Like all of these things, and I was just blaming it on the world. Blaming it on. Now I'm not sitting here saying, okay, like all these things happened because it was directly my fault, right? But like what I saw is I was feeling and I was getting stuck into this cycle because of everything that was happening. And I said, look, well, you can't control what's happened in your life. I can't control that. But what you can control is what you're doing on a day to day basis. And that, my friend, is your fault. But you guys are sitting here saying, oh, well, I only drink, I only smoke, I only do this because of this, this, and this. Like, no, you do that because it's your fucking fault. Excuse my language. It's your fault. Like, you have to come to terms with that, right? Unsuccessful people, they have egos. Everybody, they all these unsuccessful people have egos, not willing to learn, and don't want to admit they're wrong. That's it. That's it. I read a book this morning where it was like the dumbest people on planet Earth think they're the smartest, and the smartest people on planet Earth think they're the dumbest. Let that sink in, right? The smartest people on earth think they're the dumbest. The dumbest people on earth think they're the smartest. It's because you guys have an ego. You have to be willing to learn every day and get out of that. If you want to get out of this, guys, like education is the key. Education is the key. You hear it all the time, like, and that doesn't mean go to school. College is no longer a viable investment. It's now $30,000 a year, $120,000 out the door after 4 years. So you get a degree to go work for something for $70,000 a year. You're paying 5% interest on student debt over the course of 10 years. You get out of debt, and debt means negative money, means you have zero money. You have actually less money. You have negative that. It takes you about a couple years to get 10 years to get out of that. Then you start making money. That is if you get a job, and that is if you stay in the job. And that is if you stay healthy and you don't get a car bill or your car breaks down or you have a medical bill. Okay? But I'm just rambling at this point. It's all to say, guys, like you have to invest in yourself and what you want to do. If you want to get unstuck, figure out where you want to go. Figure out where you want to go. Make a plan. Go invest into somebody that is where you're at, where you want to be. Who you want to be. Find somebody who is that person. Pay them to teach you how to become that person. It's pretty simple. It's a very simple formula. That's it. All right, guys. But that's everything. If you're feeling stuck, I'm sorry. But also, I'm not sorry. Like, get your head out your ass. Go make some change. Go change your life. And get to the next level. Because nobody is going to feel sorry for you when you're 80, 90 years old and you're not where you want to be. You're going to be on your deathbed and you are going to be extremely sad because you never decided to get over this hump. You never got rid of your ego.